It all started with her one lie. 3 lies were changed forever by that single lie. One died of leukemia, another at a subway station, and she spent the rest of her life drowning in guilt. It was an ordinary summer day. Leah took off her coat and jumped into the water to retrieve a broken vase. When she came back to shore, she looked up at me. There was something in her eyes I couldn't explain. I was the housekeeper's son. I studied at Cambridge with Leah. That barrier of class looked thin as mist, but I could never cross it. I stayed behind after she left. I touched the surface of the lake, trying to feel her warmth. My sister Annie stood quietly in the room, watching everything. I went back to my room and wrote an apology. One letter bold and raw, another polite and restrained. I gave Annie the bold one by mistake and asked her to deliver it to Leah. Annie secretly opened it. Those raw words made her believe I was obscene. But Leah didn't care about the crude sentences. She saw the truth between the lines, the feelings I couldn't say aloud. In the study, we confessed our love. Annie walked in on us. She believed I was hurting her sister. Later, our cousin Laura was assaulted in the dark. Annie pointed at me. She was too young, or maybe jealous, to know the difference between truth and fantasy. At that time, no one listened to a servant's son. I was sent to prison. Leah cut ties with her family and became a nurse. War broke out. I put on a uniform to get out early and to see her again. Her love kept me alive through the war. In Dunkirk, France, I wandered the streets. I saw a giant screen showing a man and woman kissing. I covered my face in sorrow. Back in England, Leah kissed a letter in the cold wind and dropped it into a red mailbox. In front of the camera, old Annie's voice trembled. Time had not given her the courage she needed. During those days of fire and chaos, she never walked up to her sister's orange apartment to say, "Leah, I'm sorry." In my novel, I gave them a happy ending. They reunited by the sea. But in reality, I died of sepsis. Leah died in an air raid. We never saw each other again. And Annie, she lived a lifetime in regret, never finding the chance to atone.